Okay, so I've been toiling away, and we're now at 1,000 at the primal and 1,000 on the castle. So this is very good because we're starting to get all the materials we actually want, right? So if we look at the Soda Stein, we have a bit of gold, we have a bit of green smithing crystals. So if we can rack that up to 30 and 50, we can definitely get the job done, which means we need to focus on item find and ore. So we need to rethink up the comp, right? And I'm probably gonna wanna start using recharge along with transmute, because they should have it unlocked, right? Yeah, so transmute just to try and increase the odds of gold. So what I think we'll do first is we will set up the script, right? Do I want to just tinker with this one? I don't want to be using transmute during non-battle credit runs, I think. Well, you know what? I'm probably going to end up leaving it in the background. Yeah, let me tweak this a little bit to start off. So thinking about it, we actually don't have to get too complex with it, right? So no Soda Stein, meaning we don't have to focus on trying to hit and set up so that whoever has the Soda Stein is just hitting over and over again. So we'll start off just with enemy is an ore, transmute, nice and simple, right? Which means we can definitely whack some miners into the comp. We probably still want one mystic, but again, we are getting close to them over leveling. Again, we don't wanna unlock the level 50 relic, right? Because that's just another relic for the Soda Stein to end up hitting. So we'll start running just one of them. And what I think we'll start doing is actually taking the Dark Mages, right? Because it should still be a decent damage upgrade through Noxin. And maybe at some point we can swap to the Phantasmal Claw. But let me figure out the exact comp I want to use. Okay, so first off, we're trying to just maximize ore find, right? I'm going to go for the gold. So we have 129 ore find, everyone just has geodes. We're taking a miner, a mystic, and then 3 Dark Mages, right? They can cover the AoE. Just through Noxin, eventually the Mystic will then cast Recharge, and we should be fine on mana, even without the Relic. Thief just for the chest speed up, although it's not super necessary since we are going to just burn through the battle credits quickly, but we'll take it nonetheless. We also have 1 gold armor. I think the only thing left to do is to level stuff up, although actually I did do the fishing quest, I believe, yeah, for another 500 credits, that's definitely good. We don't need the gold, so we'll leave them be. But what we will do is definitely level up, which means I do want to liquidate. Right, so we want to keep 12 of every accessory, 6 of each weapon and shield, and 12 of each gem, right? Because that should be all the equivalent slots. Actually, no, can you have... I forget if... I think chest armor can have gem slots, so it should be 18, right? So basically 3 sets for each character, 2 sets for each character, 1 set for each character, and then that needs to go to 999, since we have the higher cap, and that should be fine. Basically, I just want to do this to make it easier to level items up, right? Because now I can just go to the ruby swords, and we'll just do that, go through all the blues. Don't know if I want to waste the reds, because we're not really getting that many, but it is wither and ore, so that's kind of nice. We'll do that. I'm not using the gold shields, the gold armor. I think that'll do. I think we'll see how this works out, right? I do have the ore relic to level 20. We'll probably just pump that a little bit anyway. But we'll go from... I want to say 500. Annoyingly, we don't have the... Oh, we do. Yeah, warp intensity. Never mind. I was wrong. So go back to castle, go to 500. I think will be the... No, it's gone again. Ugh, it's going to be annoying. Alright, I'm gonna fix that up. Okay, take 2. You know what? I almost forgot, again, to do this. To save the party, so I don't have to worry about it. What pets can we actually get? Is there an ore find pet? I know there's an item find pet. We should probably unlock the item find. It's definitely going to come in handy later. Yeah, it's probably more worth it than gold. We'll put a mill in there, right? Equip him. Definitely resave it. So exit, save. Okay, so starting from 500, battle credits on, we're going 500 floors, and we should be able to clear it, right? And we want to see how much gold we're going to get. Well, that's not too good. 200 floors is still 200 floors. The Dark Mage is going to get some levels nice and quick, but it's fine. Gold, not too hefty. But what we want to see is the ore. So we got a sulfur, that's kind of good. We didn't get any green crystals, and it looks like we got hardly any ore. That's a curiosity, right? I guess we just didn't get lucky on mine shafts? We might have to throw more miners into the mix, because we do have a decent amount of ore find just through them. Let's just do it again, right? We'll go 700 this time and see how many floors we can do. We got almost 100 floors, that's fine. Damage is going up. You know what? I have not set the scripts to all the other characters, I just realized. But we're getting other gems, that's fine. We got 1 gold ore. That's better, but not exactly what we want. Anything else of use? No, we're not even getting the green smithing crystals. I'm going to have to tweak what we're using a little bit. I am tempted to shift gears a little bit, right? And go for the malachite in the primal lands rather than gold just yet. Because if we can get a whole bunch of these to equip with the withering, we can have a much easier time progressing. I don't know. We will continue putting the essence into the mining though. How many credits do we have left? You know, we can experiment with this a bit more. We'll go to 800 and see how far we get. 870, that's fine. Transmute should be working now, so we should definitely see a much greater amount of ore. I upped the item find a little bit, hoping to get some green crystals, but we're not. But there we go, we got 2 that time and 14. I think that's fine. I'm just going to have to obviously slowly burn through the credits if we're doing it this way. But I think that's fine for the comp. I also forgot to save. I was swapping them all to the iGems just for the greater item find. Don't think we have anything else worth. I mean, the treasure shovel we could stick on. It's less item find and it's less withering though. Sorry, it's less ore find, but a great improvement to item find. I forget what the values are that you're really trying to get to. You know what, we'll run it with 1, right? Oh, 2. 3. What's my... I know ore you want to be at least 100, right? So we'll do that. We'll go down to that, 114. We could make 1 more. Actually, we have enough. 109, okay. We'll leave it at 109. Nope, no we won't. We'll leave it at 104 with 144 item find. Yeah, we'll do that, save, and now give it a go. We'll go back to 800. I might have to go a little bit earlier. Yeah, I'll definitely have to go a little bit earlier. But off of 10 fours, what do we do? We got gold, which is fantastic. No green crystals. Alright, now it's just finding the right level range to be able to do this effectively. We'll go back to 500. We'll do battle credits on. See how far we get. 530, that's not great again. Show me some gold ore though. Yeah, as long as we're getting gold ore every time, but that's what we want to see. The yellow crystals. I don't know the range where green starts happening, but as long as we can start stockpiling the gold, I'll be a little bit happier. Alright, well, I'm gonna slowly burn through the credits this way, I guess then. Okay, so it turns out the best thing to do is start at around 200. We're getting about 5 on average gold every time, which is very nice. We hit level 25 as the Dark Mages. How much gold? As long as we got a few here. 5, yep, perfect. We should have enough now. So if we go craft, we can do gold. Okay, so that's 34. So for the Soda Stein, so far we have checked off the gold and the steel. Now we just need the green smithing crystals. Which again, we need a ton of item find and we need to do much higher floors, which means I need to focus on progression a bit more as well as gaining essence. So I think the best thing to do is probably still use the mining cop actually. Yeah, you know what, we'll still do mining. We'll do primal lands. We'll start at 1, just see how far we can go. But this should net us a decent chunk of gold and essence, as well as maybe some useful equipment. But if we get a lot of malachite, then we can use withering to make it a bit easier to progress for a little bit here. So what did we get? Ore-wise, we got a ton of all that stuff. 27, so that's perfect. I don't know what the ratio is, but 200k and 27 malachite, right? And crafting is 1 to 1. Perfect. So we should be able to get a decent chunk of the talismans. We're just missing the poisonous fangs. God, what type of drop are they? They are I'm going to assume common drop. Can I click on it? Can I click on it? No. From the looks of it, they are a common drop. I should be able to do it this way, though. Right, so depending on what rarity they are, sort of dictates the level of item find we want, right? I don't know what the exact numbers are off the top of my head, but we definitely have way more than what we need. I'm pretty sure you want under 100 if you're still hunting greens. So we'll cut down a little bit, which should allow us to progress. Problem is, the treasure shovels have gold find, which is fantastic, and that's what we really want. So we'll start by removing all the eye gems. And we can probably keep the geode. 76 should be fine. Yeah, I think that should be fine, right? And then we just, I guess, slot in the star gems. There's nothing else for us to really focus on. So we might as well go for the damage and stats. That way we can progress a little bit better, right? So we're running with a decent amount of gold find, ore find, and some okay item find. Yeah, that should work out a lot better. We can continue buffing the attack so we can progress. And then we'll go back to 1. Yeah, might as well just do it from 1. I didn't save. Do I need to save? Yeah, the gems I need to save. So we all the way to 500, which is fantastic. We might as well just spend the rest, although we lost straight away, apparently. Alright, how much gold did we end up with? That's okay, 500k, right? Because we're not working with tons at the moment. We did not get that much malachite. We got poison fangs. We only got 4. So it's only one more talisman, unfortunately. You know what? I'm gonna look at the wiki, right, for item find, so I can understand exactly what numbers I need to run, right, to do this effectively. But other than that, we should be fine. I have 6 of them, 6 of them. Yeah, don't need the jade talisman. Don't think there's any gear or equipment. The minor sword we definitely want to go after, right? But we need so much more going forward. Okay, let me re-optimize for whatever we're doing, which I think is just going to be progression going forward, right? Gold is what we need so that we can turn into the fountain and just continue to pump the relics, right? That's the best way to it until we get the soda stein. So according to the wiki, we want to be between 1 and 99 item find, but at 99 item find, right, or above 89 item find, you're more likely to find yellow smithing crystals. Now I'm curious if that affects green, right? Again, the item find in Soda Junkies is a bit weird to think about, right? So every item find reduces the numerator. No, denominator? No, numerator. The bottom one is numerator, right? Of any specific drop. So for instance, I'm assuming at 99, right, if a yellow smithing crystal is 1 out of 100, it means it becomes 1 out of 1, meaning that it is basically the only rare that you're gonna find. So we're running 87, we want to get to 88, but that will happen as we level up the pets. So other than that, just taking a bunch of withering. So we're at 52% withering, a little bit of ore find, but that's just because the ruby swords, and 130 gold find. The gold find's a bit lackluster, but it should be fine for now. We will toss in the rest of our essence, try and level up the attack relic a little bit more. And yeah, just go back to the castle and continue progressing. That way we can continue in the primal lands. 750 onwards is when you can start getting mammoth shields, right? So that's the next big item for us to hunt down once we get the soda stein. But in order to progress in the primal lands, we have to continue to progress in the castle. So that does matter. So I'm gonna grind away for a little bit. Okay, so I've progressed a bit further, right? We're now at floor 3000, but more importantly, if we take a look at the tavern owner, we now have everything we need to actually craft the soda stein, right? So we'll probably focus on this next time because there's still another little grind that I do want to try to go for. We will unlock them nonetheless. But basically, what we want to find is some mammoth shield, so we can start passively building battle credits. Now, I'm gonna have to do this a less than fun way, but we'll also craft that, get out of the way. I mean, we could throw it on now, but as we have a decent amount of withering, decent amount of gold, and 87 item find, so not perfect for 88 for finding rares, but nonetheless, basically, using the 800 credits I have here, I am just going to go 10 floors back and do the mountain over and over again. Hope to get, you know, at least a couple of the mammoth shield so that when we start the soda stein grind, we can be building battle credits at the same time. So, wish me luck. Alright, so we didn't do 20 floors, unfortunately. But what did we end up getting? Nothing of note. Oh well. Basically, I have the Thieves set to use Pilfer, and that's the main reason. I was hoping that we had enough damage through the Phantasmal Claw, but I'm guessing we don't. But nonetheless, we only want to focus on enemies in the mountain area. Yeah, so only 10 floors that time. Come on. So yeah, we just need to hope for a rare shield, right? We are getting rares, so that's decent. It's just, there's so many things in the pool. I should also be checking the shop. I wonder if you can force reset the blacksmith actually to get it. But anyway, I'm gonna burn through these 780 credits. Okay, that did not take long at all. This was actually the very next run. I got one already. So they start dropping at floor 300, but the way Soda Dungeon works is each of the different levels is at, you know, has a different loot variant, if that makes sense. So by going much further into the actual primal lands, since we're farming, you know, 2000 onwards, we can get every level of the mammoth shield. I believe it's every 100 floors after the first one appears that you get the next level up. So 300 plus then another 1000 floors to get all the way to level 10. So we can find any mammoth shield all the way from level 0 to level 9, right? Increasing the odds. Obviously, it also increases the odds that we find other stuff, but it should be a little bit better. Either way, that's one shield down. I'm curious how many we're going to manage to get, actually. There we go, number 2, a level 6 this time. This time, a full level 10 mammoth shield, so that's fantastic. Already halfway, and it's not taking that long at all. I've burnt hardly any credits. I think we're still above 700. Yeah, Yeah, so that's the reason why I'm only doing this 24 segments, is that they only drop in the mountain range, right? So instead of wasting, 100 credits going from, 680 all the way up, we're just doing 780, hence why I stopped right here, where I can just do 2 clicks down and still clear the whole mountain range. We get a 4th one in a row, back to back. We did not. And that makes number 4. Again, we're finding all the different level ranges, which is why we're doing it so far into the Primal Lands. Well, it's still kind of early compared to when you normally go for this type of grind. Finally, one more to go, and we're done. And this has taken probably 5 minutes, if that, actually, to farm up all 6, which is quite interesting, because it's usually somewhat of a painful grind, in all honesty. This is definitely the way to do it, right? Just hire the comp. Again, look at that item range. 88 is what you want to hit. We're 1 off. We just need either a level on the pet or some levels on the thieves. Then go to the mountains, do 20 floors at a time. It's a lot of clicking, but it's definitely worth it to pay off. Okay, so this last one was super annoying. We actually ended up exhausting a lot of the credits, right? We're at, what, 700 by the time we found 5, and then we just burnt through 400. Get it, but still, again, extremely quick to get the Mammoth Shield this way. The reason the Mammoth Shield is so good, again, is because that +1 battle credits, meaning that we can alternate between using the Soda Stein, which I do have, right? I craft it. But, so using the Soda Stein in, a run that I leave overnight, and then come back and then do battle credits, right? So that's what makes it super strong, is being able to go for both the Soda Stein to buff up the relics, and then also build a ton of battle credits at the same time, which we can definitely do, since we have all 6 that we need, right? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, perfect. Just make sure. Right, so that's 6 credits per boss defeated, or every 10 floors, right? We get 6 credits. I'm not going to go for the mythics. I'm not going to do any of the mythic grinds, I think. I don't think we touch the Primal Lands at all anymore, in all honesty. We're basically just focusing on building the relics at this point, while we have the bare minimum. Once these cap out as well, they won't be able to be hit, meaning that if we end up just running the Tavern Owner, as well as the Miners, we can basically just have 5 relics to cycle between that we're buffing up, and that's going to go a long way in making us super powerful, so that once we actually go for the Warrior Dimension, we can just speed run through all the early game sort of scenario. Well, would you call it the mid game of Soda Dungeon, and go straight for the late game. On that, the last thing to probably go through is just the script. Basically, all I was doing is having the thieves answer Pilfer, right? Because Pilfer is a chance to steal another item, meaning that it's a slight increase to the ability to find the actual Mammoth Shields, right? So anytime we run the thief, it's just Pilfer. Pilfer's also better than Ransack, because Ransack has the ability to do essence, gold, or item, I think, and this is just item or gold, right? So slightly better. Other than that, I'm going to have to obviously tweak the script for the Soda Stein and also work on the comp, but we will leave that till next time. Or we'll probably end up grinding a little bit, right? And then we'll just go through it on the next one and see what the progression is like. But I hope you enjoyed. See ya.